So, love language number 2 that I'm going to cover is acts of service. Acts of service is stereotypically one of the guy's stronger suits. This is a very masculine trait. It's a very fix-it-oriented trait. It's a very mission-oriented, do-oriented kind of thing to do. So these are acts of service. Now, acts of service is very tricky because most often, you hear it as a broad topic, but the person's receptive zone for acts of service is usually quite narrower than one might think. So, some acts of service. Acts of service can be doing laundry, doing dishes, doing yard work around the house, doing computer work, checking email, balancing the books, making the bed. It could be going grocery shopping. It's a very doing kind of thing. It could be recording something on TiVo, although that could also be considered a gift. It may also be an act of service. Acts of service could be researching a lot of things. Acts of service come into a lot of things. Now, one of the tough things about acts of service is that if that is your primary love language, oftentimes there can be a little bit of tunnel vision around acts of service. Now, I don't want to kid you about that. I don't want to joke about that, but there can sometimes be a little bit of tunnel vision on, well, I did that. Why don't they love me yet? Doing all these things. I did this, I did that. And often you find someone who usually is very good with acts of service, but may not be so good with words. And often I've seen it mostly as a family trait, where someone learned in their primary family when they're growing up that if you love someone, you do something for them. If you love someone, you do acts around the house. If you love someone, you take out the trash. Things like that. If you love someone, you open the car door. Little things like that. Those are acts of service kinds of things. So this can sometimes be the tricky one to follow, because if you're the partner of someone with acts of service, they may be doing all these acts of service, and you're like, this person's always so busy. They never seem to slow down. I wonder what's going on. I mean, do they just keep a lot of things going? And sometimes it may be hard to connect the dots that it's all about love, and that's the love that they're trying to give you. Because I don't know, sometimes, someone getting me a glass of water is a little bit hard for me to translate with love. I'm like, of course I need a glass of water. That's like, I need 8 glasses of water a day. That's my normal thing. I need water. You're getting me water. Thank you. That's nice. Drive through is so, for me sometimes, and I've seen this with other people too, sometimes it's hard to connect the dots with an acts of service person to really get that that's what they're doing. They're like, oh, I'll do this, I'll do that, I'll do that, I'll do that, and they'll get that they love you. The dots don't always connect. So it's important, if you realize that your primary love language is acts of service, then you might need to add some verbal onto this. You might need to say, I'm doing this because I love you. I'm doing this because I want you to be comfortable. I'm doing this, I so want to nurture you. You may need to help people connect the dots, because just because you went to the store and grabbed the groceries and made dinner doesn't necessarily for everyone mean that was the best thing ever. Now, on the other side, some people are really going to discover that they've never ever received acts of service before, and they go, oh my God, I love this. And so there's a lot of play with acts of service. The most important thing is be aware. Be aware if you have someone in your life that's always doing a lot of stuff around the house, a lot of stuff to help you out, that their thing may be acts of service. Also be aware that if you feel like you need to do in your household, but your relationship isn't working out very well, you may not actually be getting any points for any of your acts of service. You may need to let that person know that you're an acts of service person. And this is how you're showing your love and your appreciation.